Hi guys, and welcome to the Sleeping Dragon's Den. I posted a quick little video earlier, I think this week, about some of the pieces that I was working on, and I said once they had finished, I would demold them on air or live. So I'm trying out Amazing Clearcast Plus. Normally I just use Amazing Clearcast resin. Some quick little trips or tricks, especially in cold weather. I live in Michigan, so it's quite cold up here right now. If you put each of the two bottles into warm water before you mix, it will help to decrease the air bubbles and also to make the mixture a lot smoother and easier to mix. So let's get to demolding. I have a couple pieces here, some pendants, one of these candle volatiles. And if you have a hard time demolding, especially with the like the crystal molds, if you run them under cold or warm soapy water, it'll help to demold too. But this came right out. And this is one of the candle holders. And I'll go a little slower so the camera can focus. And then these are either going to be wall hangings or sun catchers. And these are all colored with alcohol inks and mica powders. These molds I got off of Amazon. This is a mermaid tail with a purple blackish moon. Look really pretty in the sunlight. And what I'll do with this is I will take my grinder, grind the edges, polish the edges, and then put a hanger on the back. Here's a wolf. Sometimes make sure to go slow with your mold so you don't rip it. Another trick to get air bubbles out is to use a lighter. I usually use one of these. If you use a torch, you have to be really careful with it. If you get the resin too hot, you can actually rip your mold because it'll make the resin stick to the mold. But the wolf came out really pretty on this one. Alcohol inks, when you use it, if you're using it to get a watercolor-like effect, you have to use white or a silver. The silver and white are heavier, so it drops the color down. Here's the fairy. I really like this resin. It came out clearer and the colors came out sharper. Normally I just use the regular Amazing Clearcast resin. This is the Plus, their newer, improved version. Ooh. And here is a pretty pink unicorn. And then, like I said, I'll take my grinder and I'll grind off these edges and smooth it up and make it pretty. Finish it up real nice. Slow down so my camera can focus on it. And now, to the pendants. Here's one of the little dragons I was working on. His wings actually glow in the dark. And these are made with the Tim Holtz alcohol inks, along with shells. And then I'll do the same thing with these. I'll take my grinder, grind the edges. Find a charm that goes with that piece. Put a clear coat of resin over top. Put a bail on the back. And finish up the piece. If you live in the Metro Detroit area, you can always see some of the Sleeping Dragons Den jewelry and dragons in person at the Clawson Makers Market on 14 Mile Road in Clawson. And then just a couple more. Here's the other little dragon. Oh, that blue came out real pretty. And like I said, it's alcohol inks, and then you use either silver or a white because it's heavier. And it'll help to drop the ink down. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Make a comment. Place a like. I'm going to place this up on YouTube probably tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, that one came out real pretty. If you do use the torch light to help to get some of the bubbles out, do quick passes. Do like a couple quick passes, let it rest for a little bit, do another quick pass. That'll help to keep the resin from getting too hot and sticking to the mold. I have a couple other videos on YouTube with tips and tricks to use with resin. Like I said, if you guys got any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Otherwise, have a good night.